Hi everyone, my name is Misty Eichinger and this is my presentation for our senior capstone. So the problem that I'm starting with is that we live in a world of information overload. We're constantly bombarded with information. We know this from our past iCOMM classes. And so there are many different outlets online that we receive information about health and nutrition. Therefore, users might take false information and advice from websites that are not credible. So I want to build an interactive website that will educate health-conscious individuals, that's my audience, on the benefits of different fats and oils for consumption and topical use. What I hope to get out of this is to present users with a fun and interactive site that teaches them how to identify and use healthy ingredients while highlighting information from reliable and credible sources. So my research question is, what aspects of food and nutrition related websites do users find most credible in seeking information about nutrition and health online? And my thesis is, our perception of health and nutrition has been distorted by our increased use of health-related websites, blogs, and/or social media outlets in search of nutrition information and advice, and has contributed to our inability to determine credible health-related sources online. So now I'm going to go through a few of the websites that I found through my research and some of the things that I hope to take away from the sites that I found. The first one is the American Kale Association. It's a public forum. What I really liked about it was that it's basically like branding kale. Like they make T-shirts and they want people to like share the information, and I don't know. It's a fun way to promote a vegetable. It says right on the front page, the American Kale Association is this and this, so you know immediately what it is when you get to the page. So that's one of the things that I want to take away from this site. Um, there's also an overall theme. Everything is different shades of green, which is the color of kale. It creates a small sense of community with the t-shirts, which I obviously won't do, but it also has social media share options, and it asks the users to share kale recipes that they have done and just interact with one another. Um, and another aspect of it that's really great are the charts. They have a bunch of clear charts using the colorful green colors that are easy to read, and takes you a second to read, and then you know the information, which I liked about that. So I'm definitely going to incorporate some charts. The next site that I chose to look at was a professional blog from a nutritional therapist. I think that a lot of people get information from blogs nowadays because we would rather read someone's personal story that's very relatable than go to like a research-based site and read a bunch of facts. So blogs are obviously a lot more interesting, so this may be one of a big place that people are getting a lot of information from. This particular website, the author constantly says throughout the site that she's a qualified nutritional therapist, and then gives her credentials on the side, and it's very personal. She tells the user about her life and why she got into health and what she wants to do for the user. And so I like that aspect of the site. It's very relatable. Um, and then once you scroll through the site, one thing that I liked that she did was she put an ingredient, and then she kind of predicted what the user would be thinking or what questions they would have. And so she goes through like a very detailed explanation of what the ingredient is, why it's an option, why you should use it, how you should use it, how it tastes, and what to watch out for when you use it. And of course, this blog also has social media share options. The third website that I wanted to highlight was this UK energy consumption guide, the interactive energy consumption guide. I thought it was really fun. You just basically throughout the site, there's a bunch of different colorful shapes, and when you scroll your mouse over the shape, information will show up. Like you can see in the bubbles on the tree, there's the 36%, and then you scroll over to the other bubble and you see the 22%. And so I just thought that was a fun way to give boring information to a user. So I definitely would like to incorporate that into my site, the different colors and the simplicity of it. Okay, so now I'm going to go over my project goals and requirements. My top usability goals are effectiveness. I want the website to not only teach the user about different fats and oils, but I want it to teach them to be a conscious consumer of online information and just things that products that they buy, and just like all information that they consume about health and wellness, and watch out or pay attention to if they're getting information from just a girl who's blogging to tell about her life and a nutritional therapist who's blogging to give credible information to users, which I think sometimes that gets a little bit foggy to us when we're searching for things online. I wanted to include learnability because it kind of goes back to effectiveness. I want them to learn how to navigate credible sites and learn how to use those sites to their benefit. Safety, I want to make sure that I'm always giving out where I'm getting this information, or where they can learn more, or where they can find information near them, like locally, because this is information about their health. So, I mean, that's the big problem that I'm trying to solve. So, I don't want to give out false information to users. All right, and so my user experience goals are: I want it to be motivating. I want to motivate the users to be healthy. I want to motivate users to seek out credible sources. I want to motivate them to be conscious consumers of information. I want to support creativity by just making people want to incorporate these fats and oils into their daily life and get excited about it through recipes and fun charts and things like that, even though fats and oils aren't a very fun subject. I want it to be educational, obviously. I want them to learn about the benefits of incorporating these things into their diet, because there is such a weird, like, negative perception against fat, and since like everything is labeled low fat or reduced calorie, and so people think that no fat equals good, and it's just kind of messed up our perception of health in general. So my user requirements, some of my main ones are: I want to have a consistent theme and a clear main page so users know exactly what kind of website they're at and what they're going to be seeing. I want to show users how to identify harmful and helpful fat oils on product labels so that they can go out and shop for themselves, and instead of just knowing the information, they can put the information to use in their daily lives. I definitely want to give users references to other credible sources since I am not a health professional. Um, Clearly label all sources on the site, so it's very straightforward. You know exactly where it's coming from. Um, I also want it to be a little bit social, so put the social media share options on there and allow users to share what they're learning. Yeah, so those are my main ones. I hope you enjoyed my presentation and can't wait to see everyone else's. Thanks. Bye.